Hi there, and welcome back to Project Management Insights with Banamibo, your go-to source for mastering project management. Today's topic is one that every project manager faces at some point: managing change. How to handle scope changes effectively. Whether you're working on a small project or a large-scale initiative, scope changes are inevitable. But here's the good news: when handled properly, they can lead to better outcomes and even more successful projects. In this video, we'll cover what scope change is and why it happens, the impact of poorly managed scope changes, a step-by-step guide to handling scope changes effectively, best practices for managing change in any project. By the end, you'll feel confident managing even the most challenging changes like a pro. Section 1. Understanding scope change. Let's start with the basics. What is a scope change? In project management, scope refers to the work required to deliver a project. A scope change happens when there's a deviation from the original plan. Why does it happen? Here are the common reasons. Evolving requirements. Stakeholders realize new needs during the project. Technological advances. New tools or methods become available. Market changes. External factors like competition or regulations. Errors in planning. Overlooked details during the planning phase. While scope changes are natural, failing to manage them effectively can lead to scope creep, a project killer. Section 2. The impact of poorly managed scope changes. So, what happens if you don't handle scope changes properly? Here are some consequences. 1. Missed deadlines. Changes can disrupt timelines and cause delays. 2. Budget overruns. More work often means more costs. 3. Decreased team morale. Constant changes can frustrate your team. 4. Loss of stakeholder confidence. Inconsistent delivery damages trust. 5. Lower project quality. Rushing to accommodate changes can lead to mistakes. The key is to manage scope changes proactively, and I'll show you how. Section 3. How to handle scope changes effectively. Here is your step-by-step guide to managing scope changes like a pro. Step 1. Establish a change control process. Have a formal process for evaluating and approving changes. Create a change request form that includes description of the change, reason for the change, impact on time, cost, and scope. Step 2. Evaluate the change. Assess the impact of the change on your project's goals. Use tools like impact analysis or cost-benefit analysis. Step 3. Communicate with stakeholders. Discuss the proposed change with key stakeholders. Present your analysis and gather feedback. Step 4. Update your project plan. Revise your timeline, budget, and deliverables as needed. Ensure all updates are documented and shared with your team. Step 5. Monitor and adapt continuously. Track the impact of the change during implementation. Be ready to make further adjustments if needed. Section 4. Tools for managing scope change. Managing changes effectively requires the right tools. Here are some popular options. 1. Jira. Great for tracking change requests and managing agile projects. 2. Rike. Offers robust change management features with real-time collaboration. 3. Microsoft Project. Ideal for planning and tracking changes in complex projects. Section 5. Best practices for managing change. Here are some best practices to ensure success when managing scope changes. Engage stakeholders early. Keep everyone informed from the start. Be flexible but firm. Accommodate changes that add value, but avoid unnecessary disruptions. Document everything. Always keep records of requests, decisions, and updates. Review lessons learned. After each project, evaluate how changes were handled and improve your process. Section 6. Real-world examples. Here are some examples of effective change management in action. Case Study 1. A software development team used agile methodologies to adapt to changing client needs without missing deadlines. Case Study 2. A construction project implemented a strict change control process, saving 15% on projected costs. These stories show that with the right approach, change can be a positive force. Section 7. Addressing team resistance to change. Sometimes, your team might resist scope changes. Here's how to address this. Explain the why. Help your team understand the purpose behind the change. Provide support. Offer training or resources to adapt to new tasks. Celebrate wins. Acknowledge the team's effort in implementing changes. Conclusion. And that's how you handle scope changes effectively. Remember, change is inevitable, but with the right strategies, it doesn't have to derail your project. What's your experience with managing scope changes? Share your stories and tips in the comments below. And don't forget to like, subscribe, and follow for more project management insights. See you next time.